I stared at the face in the photograph, and it was mine. But I had never seen this picture before in my life. The woman holding me as a baby? A complete stranger. That's when I realized I might have a twin brother I never knew existed. Let me take you back to where this all started. It was a random Tuesday afternoon. I was scrolling through social media, killing time, when a friend request popped up from someone I didn't recognize, Sarah Mitchell. The profile picture showed a woman in her 50s smiling at the camera. I almost ignored it, but something made me click. Her page was filled with family photos, normal stuff, birthday parties, holidays, graduations. But then I saw it, a photo from 1995. A baby boy, maybe 6 months old, wearing a blue onesie with little elephants on it. The caption read, "Missing you every day, my sweet boy." Here's the thing. I had the exact same photo. Same onesie, same age, same face. But in my photo, the woman holding me was my mom. In Sarah's photo, it was her. My hands started shaking. I zoomed in on the baby's face. The small birthmark above the left eyebrow. I touched my own eyebrow. It was there. What I discovered next would shatter everything I thought I knew about my identity. I did what anyone would do. I showed my mom the photo. Her face went white. She sat down slowly like her legs had given out, and then she started crying. Not sad tears, something else. Guilt? Fear? Relief? "We need to talk," she whispered. For the next 2 hours, my mother told me a story I wasn't prepared to hear. I was born a twin, identical, but our biological mother was 17, struggling with addiction, living on the streets. She couldn't care for one baby, let alone 2. So she made an impossible choice. She kept my brother, Michael, and she gave me up for adoption. The plan was always to reunite us someday, when she got clean, when life got better. But someday never came. And as the years passed, my adoptive parents convinced themselves it was better this way. Better if I never knew. I sat there, numb. Somewhere out there, I had a twin brother. We'd spent 26 years on this planet, living separate lives, completely unaware of each other. But here's what my mom didn't know. Michael was looking for me, too. Sarah Mitchell wasn't just some random person. She was Michael's adoptive mother. Wait, adoptive mother? Yeah, here's the twist. Our biological mother, despite keeping Michael, eventually lost custody when he was 3. He ended up in foster care, then adopted by Sarah. So both of us, twin brothers, ended up being raised by different families, neither of us knowing the other existed. But Michael always felt like something was missing. He'd have these dreams about another boy who looked exactly like him. His mom thought they were just nightmares, until he turned 18 and requested his birth records. That's when he found out the truth. He had a twin, me. For 8 years, Michael searched, dead end after dead end, adoption records sealed, birth certificates altered, every door closed, until he convinced his mom, Sarah, to help him. She joined every adoption reunion group on Facebook, posted in forums, shared his story anywhere someone might listen. And somehow, through the algorithm, through pure chance, or maybe fate, her friend request landed in my inbox. The message she sent me 3 hours later changed everything. I don't know how to say this, so I'll just say it. I think my son is your twin brother. His name is Michael. He's been looking for you his whole life. If you're willing, he'd like to meet you. I read that message 50 times. My heart was racing. My mind was spinning. Fear, excitement, anger, joy, everything all at once. I had a brother, a twin, someone who shared my DNA, my face, maybe even my mannerisms and quirks. Someone who'd been searching for me while I didn't even know to search back. I typed back 4 words. When can we meet? Sarah responded immediately.
How about tomorrow? That night, I didn't sleep. I kept staring at photos of Michael that Sarah had sent. It was like looking in a mirror. Same nose, same smile, same eyes, but also different. He had a star on his chin. His hair was cut shorter. He looked harder somehow, like life had roughed him up a bit. I wondered what he'd think of me. Would we connect? Would it be awkward? Would we have anything in common beyond genetics? Nothing could have prepared me for what happened when we finally came face to face. We met at a coffee shop in downtown Portland, neutral ground. I got there early, sat in the back corner, watched the door. And then he walked in. Time stopped. It was like watching myself enter the room. Same height, same build, same walk. He was wearing a gray hoodie and jeans. I was wearing a gray hoodie and jeans. Our eyes met across the room. Neither of us moved. We just stared. And then Sarah, who'd come with him, gently pushed him forward. Michael walked over, stood in front of me, and without saying a word, we both started crying. He hugged me hard, like he was afraid I'd disappear if he let go. I knew you were real. I always knew. We sat down, and for the next 6 hours, we talked about everything, our childhoods, our families, our lives. The coincidences were insane. We'd both played soccer as kids. We both loved the same obscure bands. We both bit our nails when we were nervous. We even both had dogs named Max. But more than the similarities, it was the feeling. Like finding a piece of yourself you didn't know was missing. Like finally being whole. Michael told me he used to feel alone, even in a room full of people. Like no one really understood him. He thought he was broken. I knew exactly what he meant, because I'd felt it too. But sitting there, across from my twin brother for the first time in 26 years, neither of us felt alone anymore. That was 2 years ago. Michael and I talk almost every day now. He's one of my best friends. We've taken road trips together, spent holidays with each other's families, even started a podcast about twin separation and reunion. Our biological mother? We found her too. She's been sober for 5 years now. The guilt of separating us nearly destroyed her, but seeing us together again, she says it saved her life. Families aren't just about blood. They're about the people who choose to love you, to fight for you, to find you when you're lost. I was adopted. Michael was adopted. We were separated, raised in different worlds, given different lives. But we found each other, and that's all that matters. Sometimes the people you're meant to find are the ones who've been looking for you all along.